right, guys, today we are going to be working on our outer space picture. Our focus today is going to be on the planets that are in our background. So the materials that we are going to be using today are going to be a messy mat so that we can protect our work surface, a white piece of paper, a pencil, some circles that we can trace, some oil pastels, and a paper towel, some Q-tips, and a little bit of baby oil or vegetable oil. To get started, let's go ahead and put our artist name on the back of our paper. And we're going to start with the shape of our planets. So you can use some lids from around your house or from your fridge, anything you have handy. I like to do about 3 or 4 different sized circles just to keep our image a little more dynamic. That means interesting to look at. So we're going to trace our circles with pencil first. And then we're going to use oil pastels to add colors. Oil pastels are one of my favorite materials because they're like really soft crayons that are incredibly fun to color with. So we're going to start by putting quite a bit of pressure on our oil pastel. We always start with the lightest colors. And then we look to the color wheel for help. And when we do that, we move down the color wheel so that when we're mixing colors with the oil pastels, we're mixing colors that live next to each other, or colors that we call analogous colors. Colors that live next to each other on the color wheel. And we overlap these colors just a little, coloring nice and slow and in one direction. All right, once you have your planets colored in, you are ready to start the blending process. This is the fun part. One of the cool things about oil pastels, like I said, is that they are so soft. And because they are so soft, they leave these little, what I like to call oil pastel boogers on your paper. Now, you don't want to just swipe those little boogers across your paper, because they will swipe color across your paper. So no swiping, swiper. Instead, what we are going to do is we are going to use a Q-tip and just a little bit of either baby oil or vegetable oil, whatever kind of oil you have in your house or accessible. And we're just going to use that oil as a way of blending our colors. Now, one of the things that we did is we added a little bit of black to one side of all of our planets. We did that to create a shadow. Notice the crescent shape of the shadow. We're going to blend the shadow last, because once we get that black oil pastel on our Q-tip, it is very challenging to get it off. So save the black for last. Now we don't want to put too much oil on our little planets because if we do that, it will erase the color. When you're ready to move on to our next planet, we want to make sure that we either are moving on to a planet that has similar colors, or we need to use the other end of our Q-tip or get a new Q-tip. All right, everyone, after you have completed the blending process, you want to take a paper towel and we are going to just soak up any of the extra oil that may be sitting on the surface of our pictures by just placing the paper towel down and giving it a little bit of a back rub. And there you have it, your beautiful planets that are ready to be added to your outer space picture. We're gonna set these planets to the side and let them dry for a little bit and come back together in just a moment, and we will glue our planets down to our backgrounds. See you soon. Bye-bye.